What's up guys, NepentheZ here, bringing you another player predictions video. I thought, fuck it, as considering the last one went down so well, why not bring you another one? Today guys, I've got 5 fantastic players for you. What I went for was 3 of the top scorers from the leagues around the world. So we've got Robin van Persie, Edison Cavani and Kiesling. And then I also went for Messi and Ronaldo because I want to just compare their stats a little bit and show you what I think they're going to do in the next FIFA. Remember guys, these predictions are indeed my own opinions and I could be very well wrong, and if I am wrong you will definitely let me know in the comment section because your opinion is obviously more correct than mine. That's how YouTube and the internet works. And if you are enjoying these sort of videos, leave a like rating on them, comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, let's get into the first person. Okay guys, so first up we have got Robin van Persie, and the reason why I picked Van Persie was because he was a top goal scorer in the BPL this season. 26 goals and 8 assists in the BPL only. He also had 1 inform and 1 team of the season in Ultimate Team. So in the last video I was slammed for my lack of football knowledge, so I thought let me pick a player that I've watched in real life and have, you know, a lot of knowledge on, since he used to play for a really good club that's won lots of trophies in the last 8 years. With Van Persie guys, I've moved his pace up by 2 because when I was watching him at the Emirates, I actually felt like when I was watching his sprint speed, I thought, you know what, Football Manager would have this as 80, but FIFA's got this as 78, so I'm probably going to push it up to 80, a little bit better. And as he was a top scorer, gave him a +1 on the shooting. Now his passing is terrible, and I have some stats to confirm this. His passing right now is 81. In the BPL last season, he had 80% pass success, which means he's got to have 80 passing because that's 80 out of 100, and 80% is also 80 out of 100. And if we're on a numbers theory, he also got 8 assists. So, you know, there's a lot of 8s in there, and that's probably how that works. So we're also going to remove the dribbling by 2 because he goes for 0.7 dribbles per game last season in the BPL, which is terrible for a striker. Maybe if it was a winger you'd expect something like that, but for a striker you're definitely looking at around a 0.75 to 0.8% dribble. So Van Persie guys, I kept at an 88 rating, and of course he stays at Man United and is still Dutch, contrary to popular belief. And yeah, let's move on to the next player. Next up guys, we've got Edison Cavani. He of course finished top goal scorer in Serie A. He has now moved on to PSG. But once again, I've upgraded his rating by 2 from an 86 to an 88 on a par with Robin van Persie. And I've moved his shooting up 5 from 83 to 88. And the reason why that happened, guys, is because he scored 29 goals last season in Serie A, which is absolutely awesome for a striker of his caliber. He also got 4 assists, which isn't too great, but his shooting is very good. I also improved his dribbling a bit because I think 77 dribbling for him wasn't really that great. It's not good enough, you know. Strikers of his quality, especially with like an 86 to an 88 rating, I think have much better dribbling than what is shown on the card. I'll be honest, I don't really watch much of Serie A. I got all of my stats from WhoScored.com, so if you want to challenge any of them, go and send them a tweet instead of sending it to me. That would be fantastic. And I also increased his passing by 9 because he's got 66 passing on the card there. I improved it to 75 because his pass accuracy was actually 78%. I know I went with the 80 and 80 for Van Persie, but to have 66 passing when you get 78% pass accuracy, I think is a little bit ridiculous. So I improved his passing by a massive 9 points to 75, and I moved his skill moves 3-star and his weak foot to 4-star, whereas currently it's actually 3-star. So I moved his weak foot up by 1 as well. I kept his heading the same, potentially could have changed that because he scores a fair few goals with his heads. But I think as a striker, heading, I can't see many strikers having more than 84 heading anyway. So that's what I've rated with Cavani guys, and if you've got any different opinions to that, obviously put them in the comment section. Next up guys, we've got Kiesling from Bayer Leverkusen. Now he had a fantastic season in the Bundesliga, scoring 25 goals and getting 7 assists, resulting in 2 informs and 1 team of the season from EA. Now I've improved his pace by a couple. I'd be honest, I don't really watch Bundesliga too much, but I have seen a few games and I have seen Kiesling play a few times when Bayer Leverkusen have been on the TV. And I do think he's a bit faster than a 73 pace player. He's only 25 or 26 years old, so he's got to be better than that. I also improved his dribbling by 8, because he does go on a few nice runs, and of course I improved his shooting considerably from 77 to 84 because you can't really finish as top scorer in the Bundesliga and have poor shooting, especially scoring 25 goals in the 33 or 34 games that he played. That's fantastic return from him. I only improved his card from a 79 to an 81 for the simple reason that if you guys remember a couple of years ago, Marouane Chamakh finished a top scorer in League 1. Then he joined Arsenal and he joined as a 77 rated card. So obviously EA don't give too much kudos to people for finishing as a top scorer, but I think that's a very fair reflection on Kiesling. Next up, guys, we've got Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, I want you to pay attention to what I say in regards to Ronaldo, because it has a very high reflection on what I changed for Lionel Messi. Now, with Ronaldo, I've only changed 2 of his stats. I've given him 2 extra pace and 2 extra dribbling, because he is, in my opinion, the second best player in the world behind Lionel Messi. And I don't think that there's a considerable number of players that have higher pace and higher dribbling than him. And I think pace is debatable, and one that you guys can put in the comment section whether you agree or disagree. But the dribbling, I think, is very much fair. I think you could even promote his dribbling to 95 or 96, because he is exceptional with the ball at his feet. I decided not to change anything else about him because I think the card is pretty much perfect, but I did move him to a 94 rating, although the card says 95. I don't believe he's a 95. That's just an error on my part with the graphics. I moved him to a 94 rating and keeping him at the left wing. Now, Ronaldo scored 34 goals and got 10 assists in the BBVA last year in 34 games, and this is where the whole change with Messi comes in. So we're going to move on to Messi now as well, and I've changed Messi, as you can see there, from a 94 to a 95. So I've still got Messi just 1 higher than Ronaldo, and I've moved his position from a centre forward to a striker. Now, what I've done with Messi is I've reduced his heading by 12, because there is no way on earth Messi deserves 72 heading. There's so many better headers of the ball, and he doesn't really score that many goals with heads. But the reason why I've changed his attacking attributes, so I've moved his pace from 93 to a 95, because he is exceptionally fast, and even on the ball he's exceptionally fast. I've kept his dribbling the same, but I've moved his shooting from 88 to 92, and the reason why I've done that, guys, is because Messi scored, not only did he score 91 goals in the calendar year, but he scored 46 goals and picked up 12 assists in 32 BBVA games. Now, although some of you will disagree, and this will bring up a much heated debate between Ronaldo and Messi, how can you not give the guy that sort of shooting and that sort of passing stats when Ronaldo has very much higher shooting but scores considerably less goals? So I think that's a very fair reflection on Lionel Messi right there. So that brings me to the end of these 5 players, guys. If you have enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like rating, and if you have disagreed with any of the opinions that I have, then be sure to leave it in the comment section. And also leave in the comment section, guys, the next 5 players that you'd like to see me put up on the FIFA 14 card predictions. But for now, guys, this is the end, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.